Here is a short hand reflexology sequence, just picking out a few reflexes to help with stress and anxiety. Before we start, the first thing we need to do is just actually apply a little bit of lubrication onto the hand, just makes it easier to work. And as we massage that in, we can just begin to warm the tissues of the hand up. So like a hand washing movement. We can rotate the wrists and we can just extend, flex the fingers just to get a bit of circulation and a bit of movement into the joints. And use the thumb just to massage the palm. Feels really nice. Just see what the hands, the tension that you feel in the hands. I'm going to swap over. Okay. So there are some key reflexes that we're going to look at for stress and anxiety. The first one is the solar plexus. This is located in the palm of the hand, in the center of the palm of the hand. And how we would normally work this is we use the thumb and apply pressure on an inhalation and then release on an exhalation. So inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, and one more. Inhalation, exhalation. And this helps just to center ourselves, regulate our breathing, allow us to focus on, with intention of what reflexes we're about to work. So when we feel a bit more centered, we are then going to work the diaphragm line. So the diaphragm line runs across the center of the hand, of the palm, and we're going to work this with our little caterpillar walking, so across the center of the palm. And what we're doing is just noticing any sort of areas of tension, where the tissue might feel a bit tighter, and just focus and pay a little bit more attention. If we want to, rather than thumb walking, we just use the thumb to slide across. That feels really nice as well. Slightly different sort of feeling, but just actually slide across that reflex. That's quite nice as well. And then if we think about breathing and oxygenating properly, another reflex area, a key one, is the chest reflexes. So between the metacarpal bones, we have the chest reflexes, and we work these by using the thumbs to again work up between the metacarpals. So again, you might find some areas that feel really sort of gritty and slightly tender. So again, work through, see what you feel, and then you might want to come back and just again slide the thumb up between the metacarpals. So work up and just slide up, and last one. And that conveniently brings us to the shoulder reflexes. So lots of tension in the shoulder. So at the base of the fifth finger, we are going to walk in little bite-sized pieces and just notice what that shoulder reflex area feels like. And again, if it feels a bit gritty, you can go back. Really massage nice and deeply into that and see if you feel any sort of grittiness. And when we've done the shoulder, we are going to come across to a very connected area with that, which is the neck. So the neckline at this part of the thumb here, and we are going to walk this by just thumb walking round the neckline and then down the length of the neck. So little thumb bites, just again, see if there's any sort of like tension, any areas of grittiness, just see how that feels. And then when we've done the neck, we are going to come up onto the remainder of the head. So we're going to use the thumb to walk all the way to the tip of the thumb. Just see what that feels like. And again, any areas that you feel just benefit from a little deeper work. Now in the center of the head you have the pituitary. So this is generally located on the whorl, the fingerprint. So I'm going to use my knuckle to just work this reflex. So it's like a hook in and a pull back, but it's a hook in and rotate. And this might well be a little bit tender, but if you can just sort of rotate into that with a reasonable amount of pressure. Our pituitary is our master gland controlling other glands in the body, so it's quite a nice one to work. And then finally, our last reflex area we're going to look at is our adrenal. So for this one, you want to pinch the area with the fleshy web, and roughly where you feel that fleshy area ends is the adrenal. So you might need to feel around slightly, but the adrenal gland again, and you can just press in and rotate on the adrenal. Might be a little bit tender. Do that several times. And then just massage over the whole of the palm just to see what that feels like. End the sequence and then repeat the whole sequence on the other hand. When you finish, just bring the hands together and just have a few moments of quiet.